Ron, we started the work week with some of the worst flooding our area has seen in more than 2 decades.
Now, for the first time in almost 2 weeks, the Ohio River will be below flood stage tonight. As Larry Davis reports live from the east side of Cincinnati, that is a big relief for a whole lot of people. Larry?
That's right, Paula. And just to give you an idea just how high the river was, this soda cup on a stick on Waits Avenue shows you the high water mark where the river came up on Waits earlier this week. And you can look on down the street. The river is about maybe a half a mile away. So it took in several blocks and several homes here at Waits, which is just off of Kellogg. And today, neighbors continued their cleanup with the help of first responders.
Cincinnati Police and Firefighters huddling as they prepare to fan out and go door to door, checking on those impacted by the Ohio River flooding.
You want to go with me and I'll drop it down?
We're basically showing up to let the people of this area, California area, the city's here for them. They've been through a lot. We know they've lost quite a bit, personal items and such. How's it going? I'm sure you've had better days.
Fire Captain Rick Clements stopping by Victor Feeney's home as he was cleaning out his garage that saw 5 feet of river water.
Just pulled that refrigerator out and it flooded again. I didn't know the thing was half full of water.
Feeney's wife, Beth, took us on a tour of their home, their living room packed with boxes they brought up before the floodwaters entered their basement.
We ran out of room. We couldn't get it all up here before the water came.
In the basement, much of what was left behind was now waterlogged.
We had wooden shelves and it turned our refrigerator over and all the shelves are knocked down. All the parts are gone. I never thought water could do that.
Beth Feeney says church volunteers and neighbors pledged to help them clean up and get their lives back to normal.
I don't know what we're going to do. I really don't. I wonder why I can't sleep at night. And this is the reason why. Never thought I would go through a flood.
While neighbors realize it could have been much worse, they were not looking forward to a weekend of cleaning up.
These people down here, they're troopers. They've been through a lot. They're used to this, maybe not to this extent, but there's been flooding in this area for a long time. They seem to be really resilient.
And Paula, tough they are, and for many of these people, the cleanup will likely continue into next week. There is the basic cleaning of the water and the mud, of course, from the ground level of basements and so forth. Then there's the sanitizing, not to mention all the damaged goods that need to be just thrown away as trash. And neighbors are now asking the city for dumpsters to help in this cleanup, which is just now beginning. Live in California, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Paula, back to you.
Larry, I was close to where you are today looking at things, and I don't live far from there. I get the feeling most people don't have flood insurance in the older homes. Is that your feeling as well as you walk around?
Well, I just was talking to some renters, and that was the case. They did have some renter's insurance, but the flood insurance, it was non-existent. So I don't know about most of the people here, but I'd say I'd hazard a guess that you're correct on that.
Yeah, it's expensive and can be hard to get. Thank you, Larry. Meanwhile, city building inspectors have been going from home to home checking for damage. They estimate high water impacted up to 1,000 properties.